in the heart of the ancient forest, where sunlight danced through the leaf and the wind whispered secret to the trees. Left a little seed with a big dream to touch the sky. Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Carlita Bunga Agustin Putri Aryanto, and today I'm going to tell you a story called Echoes of the Earth. It's a story about nature, voice we often ignore and the hidden. Mrs. the Earth sends us we know listen and really hope you enjoy it and maybe learning something new from it too. So get comfortable and begin the journey. Have you ever walked on a mountain trail and felt like the stone beneath? You will remember it every step taken before yours. This is a story of a place when the earth is remembered, where voice echoes, not in word, but in legend. Long ago, before machines cut through the land and building reaches for the sky, there was a secret valley surrounded by towering cliff and forests that shone with life. The people who lived there called it Nahar, the breathing valley. They believed that the earth was alive, not just the plant and animal, but the soil, the rocks, even the wine. And in Nahara, the earth didn't just alive, it spoke, but it didn't speak loudly. It spoke in echoes, echoes that come through dream, through the crackle of firewood, through the rumble of the ground before a storm. Most people ignore them, too busy with survival, but one boy heard them clearly. The rifle ran slower. It was music. Three span every step, while the other boys played game or learned to hunt. But Kyle sat by the rifle or placed his ear against the great stone. He said he could hear sad song from the mountain, laughter breathed beneath, tree roots, and warning whispered by the wind. People thought he was old, maybe curious. Even his own parents worried. But the village elder, an old woman named Mira, pulled Kyle aside one day and said, "You're not curious, child. You're chosen. The earth speaks to choose. Who still remember how to listen?" And that one season something changed. The bird left Nahara early. The rifle ran slower. And in the deepest part of the forest, the trees began to die quickly, without reason. Kyle began hearing the echoes more than clearly than ever. One night, he woke up shaking, sweat on his forehead. He said the earth was crying. That something deep beneath the valley had been disturbed. A great stone, called the hearthstone, had been broken. Now, much fewer present this earth. They believed in what they could touch, what they could see. But Kyle didn't wait for them. With nothing but a letter and his courage, He walked into the wildest part of the valley, where no one dared go. For 3 days, there was no sight of him. On the 4th day, the ground shook. Trees span perfected the skies. The sky itself seemed to darken. The villager ran the cliff and watched in terror as part of the forest collapsed into a deep, unsealed pit, one that hadn't been there before, and then silent until they heard something rise from the chumps. Not a monster and not a beast. It was music, low, deep, full of sorrow, but also strength. And from the edge of the broken earth walked Kyle. Changes, his eye-clothed family, not with power, but with memory, the memory of the land itself. He told them the truth. The earth remember everything, every step, every cut, and every promise, and every betrayal. The hearthstone had been broken by greed long before their time, and the accused they had ignored were warnings. But Kyle had listened, and because of that, the valley had given him a gift, its voice. From that day on, Kyle was no longer mocked or feared. He became the keeper of Nahara, and his story was passed down a generation, not through books, but through whispered, through song sung by wind in the trees, through the rumble of thunder, the hush of falling snow. And so even now, if you find yourself walking through a quiet forest or standing alone on the rock's hill, and you feel something stir beneath your feet, don't be afraid. Maybe the earth is speaking, or maybe you're just hearing the echoes of the earth. The end. Thank you.